Two, one. Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast. I am here with Jake again,
Hello, guys.
and yeah, uh, today I just kind of want to start off talking about um, the shoot we did. We did the short film or short scene, I guess. It wouldn't really necessarily be a film that's on the channel right now. I don't know how long ago it will have been posted as when this podcast goes live, but we're recording this podcast the day of when we posted it. And that short scene that we did, we filmed and I edited all in one day. It doesn't seem like it would be that big of a deal because it's only like 2 minutes, but like,
It was a lot of work.
holy cow, we yeah, we started around like
Was it?
11,
Yeah, it was like 11:15 we started.
and I didn't get done with it all until about like 5.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I'm
Something
not
like
sure.
that.
The thing that I think it's crazy is just like it took me that long to do, and like, or not really, like to edit the 2 minute, or it's 3 minutes, 3 minute film and get it on YouTube and everything. And like, that's just 3 minutes. Like, there's movies out there that are like 3 hours long.
And I mean, ours was like nothing compared
For
to
the
movie
oh,
quality.
heck no, heck no. Um, if you haven't seen it, I recommend watching it. It's not like crazy good, like Jake said, but I definitely think it's one of the better videos I've ever put together. I tried a bit more on this one than any other one I think I've done before. Uh,
Yeah, it was fun to make.
that's what I was gonna ask. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I had fun too. I think your brother had fun with us too, and I appreciated having him there because he's had a little bit of uh,
Experience.
yeah, experience in that sense. But I think it was funny too when we were filming that. It was like, crap, we need to keep filming more because like we need 3 minutes, and then I ended up having to cut out scenes and shorten stuff because we had shot too much. Reason why I filmed that was for a class, but I was like, well, I've just started this channel, and I feel like this would be a good place to put it so I don't like lose it. Um, I wanted to talk to you about like the fight thing we did because I just think it'd be funny to talk about how the fact that we actually hate each other.
We hate each other?
No,
or
we
hit
hit
each
we
other?
hit each
Oh,
other.
We hit each
No,
other.
we don't hate each other. We hit each other. Like there were some of those scenes where like we were swinging and we actually hit each other.
We made solid contact
You did hit me in the nuts
with my foot.
with your foot, and the thing is too, that's not your first time doing that. But like you didn't actually hit it as hard as the first time you did that to me. But yeah, I thought it was a good time. I enjoyed doing that. There might be more of those eventually in the future, but uh, maybe not close future because those require a lot of time and effort, which I'd only really have right now since we're on a break. So yeah, there's pretty much that. If you haven't seen it, like I said, you can go watch it. It should be up on the channel still. Uh, another thing I want to talk about in this podcast is like your favorite superhero movies because we watched X-Men tonight,
Yeah, we watched X-Men Origins.
and I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. Goes through Wolverine's backstory.
Yeah, and I haven't seen any of the X-Men. I probably should go watch them now. But I thought that one was cool because like, well, when we were watching these, we Disney Plus. First off, I'm gonna tangent about that. What is Disney Plus doing with the
I know,
X-Men?
like, it came out with like 4 out of all of the movies. What are they, 8 or something?
And like the 4 worst ones
Well,
too. Well, I mean,
no,
objectively,
it had my favorite one, but like it doesn't have the prequel to it, so you can't watch it. Or It
yeah,
won't make any sense.
it's weird, crazy, crazy. Like I don't like Disney should own all of them. So like, why are they?
I don't know.
Why not put everything on there? Like, I understand like the Spider-Man stuff because like Spider-Man's still kind of owned by
Well, maybe
Disney.
they got some kind of agreement with somebody.
Is Wolverine like? Wasn't he like owned by Fox?
I don't know. Well, it did say Fox Entertainment or whatever.
Maybe that's why. Maybe
So
it's in a thing with Fox. But like I know Marvel owns them now. Anyway, so we watched that tonight, and that was a good time. I hadn't seen that movie before, but it got me thinking. Like, I'm sure we could go on a tangent about movies and talk about movies. We go about like almost like an entire podcast about that. So
you want to talk about superhero movies specifically?
yeah, just like, do you have a favorite superhero movie? We talk about this quite a bit, but
Yeah,
more
I'd say The
released.
Dark Knight for sure.
Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
by
that.
Christopher Nolan.
Holy cow, that's a good one. Frick, I probably should have thought about this before I brought it up. What my favorite would be, because holy, I like Captain America: Winter Soldier a lot. I like Spider-Man: Far From Home, Dark Knight, great movie.
Dark Knight, nothing compares to it. I love the acting. I love the script. I think everything was really well done.
Yeah, that's. Might have to agree with you there, just on the fact that like of just production value is unreal for like the acting, the like this cinematography, I think is what's called, and just everything about it. I feel like is just untouchable by any other movie that's kind of been released since then. I mean, Avengers and like the Marvel Cinematic Universe was like something that had never been done before, which I think is cool. But like just like individual movie wise, I think you're right. Although,
It's in a series, and the series is good too.
do you think how would you rate just that Batman Christopher Nolan series? Like which movie came like which movies your well we know Dark Knight's probably your favorite out of them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What would come next?
Um,
Because for me, I'm pretty sure mine goes 2, 3, 1 because Bane. I think Bane that movie was sick.
yeah, he's cool, but there's some things that didn't really make much sense to me in the third one. Like I think it wasn't as well written, so I'd probably say one.
Like what stuff didn't make sense?
Like, um, I can't remember. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I think he gets shot, he gets stabbed, and
He's
he's
still mortal.
yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I don't think DC. I mean, never mind. I was about to say I don't think DC's made a good movie since then,
Wonder
but
Woman.
Wonder Woman was freaking dope.
Wonder Woman was really good.
Wonder Woman was amazing. Uh, what is kind of sad is they didn't really roll with that success. It was a kind of a one
Have
deal.
they come out with a second movie?
There's a second one that's supposed to come out because of
But COVID and
COVID stopped. But I might be wrong about this, but it might be a different director.
well, maybe it'll still be good.
Maybe. Um, but I was talking more like, or like Aquaman was not a good movie.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb. I
Uh,
think I started watching it and then I stopped halfway
like
through.
I watched it all the way through, but I was like, there is no way like this movie does not even gonna make it in like my top 50. I don't even know if I have a top 50 list, but if I was to write it down, Aquaman would not even be up there.
No,
Heck to the no.
it's not that good.
Um, Justice League sucked.
Yeah, that was also trash.
Have you watched that one all the way through?
Yeah.
Have
Uh,
you have you seen the thing about the Snyder cut? Do you know about that?
maybe. What is it?
The Snyder cut is like the original director's version of the movie. Because what happened was they had the director change halfway through like production, I guess, and he changed a lot of stuff. And people think the Snyder cut could like revive the DC movie universe, but I really don't think they could do that.
Hmm.
But I saw this thing where it's like there's supposed to be like 2 hours of unseen footage, but it's like That's like in another movie. So I'm so confused about like that means the plot for the new movie would have to be completely different.
For what new movie?
Cause like for the Snyder cut for Justice League would be like a brand new movie, not just like a different director's cut. Okay, I hope I did that right. Sorry, we had a bit of an interruption. Keep the people occupied while I go close the door.
Um, okay. What do you want to talk about, people?
I'm sure they heard that.
Yeah,
No.
fine.
Okay, what were we talking about? The Snyder cut?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so pretty much that's going to be a brand new movie. That'll be interesting if that actually comes out because I kind of think it's just like talk, just hope for people. Like, it's just so much rumor that like I almost don't know what's real and what's not, you know?
Yeah.
Um, I was naming, if I had to name like one favorite superhero movie though, it would either, no, actually, if I have to name one, I'd probably say Captain America Winter Soldier. I thought that movie was, I enjoyed that movie a lot. I thought that movie was dope. I think
What? Who was the villain in that?
it was Bucky.
There's no other villain?
Well, I guess Hydra, kind of. Because that was when Hydra took over S.H.I.E.L.D.
I haven't seen that one in a while. That one's my least favorite Captain America.
Really.
Yeah.
Civil War's dope too. I really like Civil War.
Yeah, I like Civil War. All right.
The first one's not bad either, Captain America. But I don't know. I just remember really, really enjoying the second one because like the first one, Captain America was dope, but then like Avengers kind of made him like the first Avengers. Captain America didn't do a whole lot. He seemed very kind of weak. In comparison,
What do you mean weak?
like just character wise, because like or like power. I mean, everyone else was a lot more powerful than him, and that's true. Just like the Avengers wise, he doesn't like. I mean, there's Black Widow and Hawkeye who literally don't have powers, but like compared to Iron Man, like Hulk and Thor or whatever in that movie, he just seemed so I don't know unimportant really. Like
Yeah, that's
he
what you get when you combine a bunch of different movies.
yeah. So that I don't know. That's just why I enjoyed Winter Soldier a lot because he just showed up and kicked a whole lot of butt. Like that elevator scene in that movie, dude. You know the elevator. Oh, you haven't seen it in
Yeah,
a long time, too.
I know what
The
you're talking about.
elevator scene. Holy cow, that thing was dope.
Yeah, I'm not like action scenes are good, but that's not what makes a movie for me. I liked the first Captain America a lot more just because I liked his character development. That's what I really like about a good movie.
That's true. That's yeah. I guess this because the second one was him just kicking a whole lot of butt, so
Yeah,
that makes
it
sense.
wasn't much of a story to me, at least to me.
Nah, uh, nah. I mean, yeah, I can see what you're saying compared to the other movies for sure, but nah. Actually, because I was about to say it had less some lasting effects, but like Shield just kind of came back anyways.
Yeah,
Like Hydra
there
was
is no
killed
big
and
deal.
Shield came back. So I guess that really doesn't matter too much. Uh Sorry. Long pauses. I'm trying to not to do that, but I lost my train of thought. Uh no, I take that back. Favorite superhero movie? Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
You. No, thank you.
Dude, did you see they're making a second one?
You. No,
It's
thank you.
about their daughter, I think. I'm like, how does that even
Who? They have a daughter?
Yeah. But I'm like, I don't even know how this makes sense. The plot of the first one is the fact that it just took place in Max's dreams. None of it was real.
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
I have no idea. I'm gonna have to watch it just so I know the plot line to it or something. But like, even the first movie's plot wasn't fantastic.
No, yeah. That's surprising.
Mm-hmm. And I don't like the little girl. Or first off, not the like the little girl has like powers, but I can't really tell what her powers are. But uh like the trailer I saw online, which is like a quick trailer like from YouTube that you couldn't skip,
Mm.
and somehow the animations look worse. It's like they're good, but they tried to make them look bad to match the original movie style. Does that make sense? I was like, what are you doing, guys? Holy cow. You know what I'm sad about?
Hmm.
Black Widow never being released.
Oh yeah, that is kind of sad.
Because it had the actor who plays Hopper.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that would be a really good movie to watch.
Oh heck
I
yeah.
love that guy. He's my favorite character from Stranger Things.
Mine too. He's up there. Actually, yeah. Not he'd have to be my second, actually. I forgot about Steve.
Steve's good, but I like Hopper more.
I think Steve,
The reason I don't like Steven is because in the first season he's a jackass.
that's what I was about to say. If he wasn't such a jerk season one, he probably could be the best character, I think, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But they made him kind of a jerk. And like the jerkiest thing he did is uh he broke the camera. He
Yeah,
broke
yeah, that was a pretty douchey move.
and he could have gone about not doing that, but I think that's like the only thing he really did super like wrong. Like he wasn't very nice, but I think that's the only thing he did that was like crazy wrong. But also people like a redemption story. So
Yeah,
like
I guess that's true.
that's one reason, that's like one reason why I like him too. That and his relationship with Dustin is just hilarious. So funny.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, Black Widow honestly looked like it was gonna be really good. Are you gonna watch the next Doctor Strange movie when it
Yeah,
comes out?
that'll be good.
Even though it's a horror movie?
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
I think it is a genius idea. Uh, I'm trying to remember. I was thinking, what is? Cause I mean, technically it's gonna be Black Widow, the next movie released, but I think the next movie to be released, uh, like starting off this new phase of Marvel movies is going to be the new Guardians, or yeah, no, so Guardians and Galaxy Love and Thunder or something like that.
Love and Thunder.
What was it?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't know
remember
what it
either.
is.
But it's like Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor put together.
That's pretty cool.
I I I'm gonna be honest. I don't have super high hopes for that movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because Thor might still be fat,
Ooh.
and I'm afraid it's gonna go into a lot of like I just rumor, but I think Jane Foster is gonna get powers.
Jane Foster?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I hope they don't just make her a female Thor though,
A female Thor.
because I mean like that'd be sick, but like they need to I don't know give her something unique, and like I want to know I wonder how she'd get her powers because like they're not really I don't know they haven't really made like they've came out with here like new heroes, but no one's gotten powers recently. Everyone's had powers for a while, so I'm just wondering like what accident could give her, or she'd do it on purpose. I don't know because I don't think Thor would purposely give her
I
powers.
feel like if she's gonna get powers, it would have been when that the mind no reality stone. She like consumed it. You know.
Oh yeah, it was like inside her
Mm-hmm.
blood. Probably that would make sense. Uh, I don't know. Like I want to have high hopes for this next couple of phases with the Marvel movies because the last three phases were so insane, and I think they ended it amazing. Infinity War and Endgame were so cool.
Yeah, they were really good.
But you like Infinity War more, huh?
Yeah, I definitely say Infinity War is better.
You know, I was saying Endgame was better. Then I went back and watched Infinity War like recently, And I think I might actually have to agree with you. As sick as it was, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but I'm assuming most people have seen it by now. But if not, skip ahead. When Thor catched
Yeah,
Mjolnir
yeah.
was the coolest
Captain
moment.
America.
What did I say?
You said Thor.
Thor. Okay, Thor always catches that. Captain America. When Cap caught Mjolnir when it flew back, holy cow! That is the only time a movie has made me stand up, like get out of my seat. I was so hyped, and I was like, no one else in the theater was really hyped as me, so like I had to quietly sit back down. But I was like, oh my gosh, Daddy got the hammer. He has the hammer, and I was like freaking out. So I thought that movie was really good because of that. And that last fight scene is amazing, but like
Yeah,
it has a very very slow start.
Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
Like it took me going back and rewatching them. I was like, dang, this is a slow start. Infinity War, I don't know, something's just like I feel like it was just easier to watch. I don't think it was as slow
Yeah,
because like it starts,
it's
it's
like action packed. Like there's always cool stuff going on.
mm-hmm, because it starts with Loki getting freaking choked out and the Hulk getting the shiz beat out of him.
Yeah,
And that's like that is how you
and
know
it's
this
cool because
movie.
that's kind of like the first time you Doctor Strange meets up with everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and Spider Man meets up with everybody else. So that's why I like
And
it a lot.
I think it's easier to like now too after Endgame's been released because you know who came back and who's alive and who's not.
Oh yeah,
Because like when that movie ended and freaking people were being dusted away. That's also a feeling I don't think I've ever felt inside of a movie theater before.
yeah.
Watching that for the first time.
They did a good job with it.
Yes, they did. That's if I had to pick a movie to go back and rewatch again for the first time, it would be probably Infinity War. As cool as I thought it was to watch Cap catch me only the first time, that feeling watching your favorite heroes you've literally grew up watching, cause like 10 years, just disappear on the big screen and the movie end.
I know.
Holy cow, that was weird. And then I saw that movie in theater multiple times. I told you that, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And getting to see other people's reaction to that. Like I watched Logan's reaction to them disappearing,
yeah.
and he was like, "What?" And I was leaving the theater, and I remember I heard some old lady go, "That was the worst movie ever. Everyone died." just unaware of the universe of Marvel.
Yeah, like what's actually probably gonna happen.
Yeah, didn't we? I remember we watched that movie and we theorized about Infinity War about what we thought was going to happen. And honestly, I think you said something about didn't you say something about Doctor Strange and the Time Stone?
I
Do you
might have.
remember?
I don't remember.
Or was it the Soul Stone? I don't know. We talked about I know one thing we mentioned was like everyone was just in the Soul Stone and everyone was going to come back,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was something to do with the Soul Stone.
which I'm glad they didn't do. I think, but they also kind of created a messy timeline with Endgame. That their timeline's kind of hard to
Hard to
like
follow.
hard to follow. I feel like I understand it well enough, but like it's still kind of tough to follow.
Yeah, I feel that.
I think that it's funny too how they make fun of time travel movies inside that movie.
Yeah,
And I was like, you guys, this thing's even harder to follow.
the
I
whole
don't.
thing is a time travel movie, and yeah, it's super confusing.
Holy cow! Oh, those are probably showing up on. Sorry, just popped my knuckles. I'll probably cut those out. Actually, bet you that wasn't fun to hear. Or was it? I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it. uh, do you have a favorite non superhero movie?
So just my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Well, I've always been a fan of Star Wars, but recently I think my favorite movie is I Can Only Imagine. I think that's a really good
Mm.
movie.
Did you? Oh shoot, you didn't go the one we saw the other one that was kind of like I Can Only Imagine, right? It was a.
What was it called?
I went with. Okay. I'm gonna look it up real quick. You got to keep them distracted because sometimes when I'm searching stuff up, I can't.
Well, yeah. The reason I like I Can Only Imagine is I don't really show emotion very much, but that movie made me cry. That's the only movie that's made me cry. I came close when Han Solo was being frozen in carbonite, but
How did those match up?
bro, that's a sad scene. He
Yeah,
just told her that he knew she loved him.
I get. Okay. It's called I Still Believe.
I've
I went with. Oh, I don't want to say names just in case. I'll tell you later, I guess. But I guess you weren't there. That movie's kind of like I Can Only Imagine, but holy cow! Like that one almost got me tearing up in theaters because I don't cry during movies either. But that one has a sad like hospital scene and
hospital scenes will get you.
oh dude it beat me up.
Dead people are sad.
I remember the girls I I remember the girls I went with were bawling.
Yeah,
They were bawling. I liked I Can Only Imagine too. I think it was cool that you'd seen it before though when we watched it together, right? That was my first time ever seeing it. When we watched it that night. That movie messed me up too. I didn't cry during the movie, but afterwards when people left,
You cried.
I cried in the shower, bro. I was like, holy cow.
I cried the first time I watched it, and then every other time I watch it, I get emotional, but I haven't actually cried.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Just
Movies and music, they're two things that can make you cry.
I think it's funny though when that song comes on in the car, we can jam out to that song. We've done it.
Yeah.
But then you don't get emotional, but then you watch the movie, you're like, oh my gosh, that was so sad. I still believe though that seems crazy. The other movie that was really sad that I watched recently was the Clouds one, the one about the kid with cancer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that movie was so depressing. Holy cow. I recommend all three of those movies that we just talked about. Clouds, I Still Believe.
The Clouds one was good?
I think it was good, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't watch it with people that are gonna make light of the situation because they don't want to cry. That's what we did the second
so don't
time.
make it a humorous thing.
No, it just sit down and don't. I don't know. I wouldn't watch it by yourself because you, holy cow.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd have to think pretty hard about my favorite non superhero or my favorite non superhero movie just because I I pretty much only really watched those. Like I mean I've seen others and like Star Wars is dope and I love the Star Wars movies, but
Yeah, I just grew up on Star Wars, and that's why I love them so much.
I like Star Wars too. Nothing beats like you remember when we get all your like weapon toys
Yeah,
and we would
I instantly knew where you're going.
play Hunger Games?
Yeah, I think I have a list of like some of my favorite movies, but I don't know for sure.
Man, I probably should write these like think about it real hard and write them down because I know I have one, but like I'm just drawing a blank right now. Like the
I
non-favorite.
know Monty Python, The Holy Grail. That's a good one.
That is a good
That
movie.
one's just funny. Stupid funny. Same thing with like Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, Napoleon Dynamite actually might have to be up there for one of my favorites.
I like The Princess Bride. Princess
Another
Bride's a
good one.
That's just a solid.
Okay, this is a superhero movie, and it's like one of the animated ones. Have you ever seen Planet Hulk?
No,
Have you tried?
no, I didn't even know it was a movie.
I would recommend it while it's still on Netflix.
Okay.
It's kind of more like an animated cartoon, but it is a sick movie. It doesn't belong with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but
Yeah.
it is a dope movie. Oh man, favorite non-superhero movie. It's just uh I can't think of a favorite, but when you showed me Interstellar and
Ooh, yeah. Interstellar and Inception.
yeah, those movies I like those ones that get you thinking.
Yeah. I liked Ocean's 11 a lot. It's not the greatest movie, but I like how it all comes together at the end.
I like that too. I think though I would have enjoyed it a lot more
If we didn't hype it up.
if you didn't. Well, no, the hype was okay. I think you lived up to hype, but you had talked about it at work to the point where
Oh, you already knew the plot.
I kind of already knew the plot before we watched it.
Yeah. Well. Oh well.
Yeah.
Can't undo
Do
that.
you remember? You remember how like people were getting mugged when they were coming out of Endgame and Infinity War when they were spoiling stuff?
Oh, I believe it.
Did you not hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about it, but I
Oh,
definitely
people were
believe it.
getting like one guy walked out. I saw it like a video. One guy walked out and just started yelling. It's like you won't believe who, and like not even the people that were waiting to see the movie were the ones that beat him up. It was guys that were also coming out of the same theater, ran, grabbed him, shoved him to the ground, and then a bunch of people started kicking him.
Dang.
Like they were not taking that. Like spoilers were serious because it was like 10 years in the making.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. That's
That guy, I don't. I probably shouldn't say he deserved it, but he probably should have known better not to.
oh, of course.
Cause
That's just like a jerk move to do.
oh yeah, um, man, did I tell you about Citizen Kane? That movie I had to watch for.
No, I don't think you did.
That movie is like supposed to be arguably like the best movie that's ever been made to this date.
Well, what'd you think?
No, I disagree. The reason the reason behind it though, it was the reason why it says the best was because it did so many things that like made movies what they are today. Because at that time he did so many.
So it like set the standard.
Yeah, that director did so many things that had never happened before. But man, it was hard to get through that movie. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it was also kind of hard because we didn't grow up watching black and white movies,
Oh yeah.
and this was a black and white movie. I'm glad it wasn't a silent film because that would have made it a lot harder. But I also don't think it would have been considered one of the best movies of all time
I
if
also
it was a
like
silent film.
Indiana Jones. That's another one that I
Oh, I like
forgot to
Indiana
mention.
Jones too. Oh man, I just hate that I'm drawing a blank right now. Okay, not my favorite series. I'm just putting this out here. But I am curious. Did you ever watch any of the Twilight movies?
No.
No?
Never read the books. Never watched the movies.
That's so funny. But the thing that was the funniest is that those movies were big at the time we were one year
I
going.
remembered they were big
We were going. Do you remember when you dressed up as a werewolf for
for
Halloween
Halloween. Yeah.
during the time they were
Yeah.
big,
I remember
and
that.
you were Jacob and
Yeah.
you were a werewolf? Oh, so funny. I hate to admit the fact that I have seen them all, and I highly wish I could take those hours of my life
Take 'em
back.
back.
Yeah, so bad. Just not good movies. Just holy cow. What was that? I think we just heard a noise from the next room over. Holy cow. But I still haven't said a favorite non. I honestly would have to probably say Napoleon Dynamite. Like
That's pretty low.
I know it's pretty low. It's just some of the movies. It's the only movie I can really think of right now that I know that I can sit down and just watch whenever. Um, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm just going to look at top best movies of all time just on Google real quick and see what they say. Citizen Kane is definitely going to be up here. The Dark Knight, um, Lord of the Rings.
Ooh, Lord of the Rings is really good.
Lord of
Have
the
you
Rings
se-
is
you've
really
seen
good.
Lord of the
I've
Rings,
seen them
right?
all. I watched Parasite. I don't know. Did I tell you about Parasite?
I think so.
That movie was freaking creepy.
Yeah.
Inception's on here. Wally is on here actually.
Huh. It's a good concept.
I actually really do enjoy Wally.
I like the first Jurassic Park. Wasn't bad.
Yeah, First Jurassic World's not bad.
Ooh, I like the Pirates of the Caribbean series too.
Oh, that actually had to be up there before, like above Napoleon Dynamite for me is the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I also like a lot of old Disney movies just because they're nostalgic.
What is your favorite? Like,
Lion King.
Lion King.
Yeah.
I was about to say. I thought you were gonna say Robin Hood.
I do like Robin Hood.
Mine is most definitely Hercules.
Yeah, Hercules
We
is
do
good.
that. Have you seen Titanic all the way through?
Mm, And I don't think so. If I have it, it was when I was like 3 years old.
Okay, well, it's not worth watching all the way through. Uh, I'm gonna be honest. People say the girl in it is very, very attractive. I don't know who the actress is. Let me look it up. Ah,
I've always heard people say the guy is really attractive.
that's true, probably. Um, the girl I don't see really as much, even with the whole like paint me like one of your French girls scene. The best part of that movie is the end of the movie when everyone dies. Um, let's keep looking. You know, another I was just thinking too, another favorite Marvel movie. Black Panther was such a good
It
movie.
was. I watched that recently. It was
Black
really good.
Panther was so good. E.T. Did you watch E.T. when you were younger?
No, I never seen
You've
it.
never seen E.T.?
No,
It's not bad. Um, Forrest Gump.
I've never seen that
You've
either.
never seen Forrest Gump? Oh, bro.
Ooh, Back to the
Back
Future.
to the
Yes,
Future,
Back to the Future is up there.
man. Um, Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, really like that movie too. Toy Story. Oh, I grew up on Toy
Yeah, Toy
Story.
Story is good.
Toy
It's a good
Story.
movie.
I honestly, I think Toy Story and Nemo.
Yeah, there's some good Disney movies.
What was I gonna say? Toy Story. I feel like is one of those movies. Like they don't have a bad Toy Story movie. Like 1, 2, and 3 were all really good. I haven't seen 4,
Yeah, I haven't seen 4 either.
so
But
I
yeah,
guess.
1, 2, and 3 were all
But
decent
I've
movies.
heard good things about 4 too. Like I feel like there are ones that like there's definitely ones better than the others.
Yeah.
Um, what is it? Is it called? Is Clash of Titans the? Is Clash of the Titans? That's not the.
I don't know.
Is that the football movie? What's
No,
the foot?
that's Remember the
Titans.
Titans.
Okay, Clash of the Titans.
There's some good sports
Horse
movies.
movies. Yeah.
Remember the Titans is good. I like 42.
42. When you showed me 42, I was speechless.
Yeah,
That movie was so good.
that is a really good movie. Also like Miracle on Ice is not bad. Same thing with Glory Road. I liked Glory Road a lot.
I don't think I've seen either of those all the way
Glory
through.
Road?
I know I haven't seen Glory Road.
Oh, we should watch that one. That's pretty good.
Miracle on Ice. We started one time in gym class because it was like raining outside and we were supposed to run the mile or something. And then the gym was also being used for an assembly. And I was like, I'm not staying for this. So I snuck out.
That's a good movie. Should have stayed. It's worth watching.
Yeah, I think I went and got donuts or something instead. Oh man.
Great high school education.
I know. Dude, I mess around too much in the last 2 years of high school. I mean, I still graduated and I feel like I did okay, but like I most definitely did not take it seriously enough.
Yeah.
I mean, even if I did take it serious enough, I don't think college classes in high school, I don't think I would have ever been able to do them.
They're hard.
They are hard.
From my experience, they've been harder than regular college classes.
See, that's what I've noticed too, as after going to college as well.
Maybe that's just because when you're in college, you're focused on college, and so you kind of dedicate time to that. But then in high school, you're not really used to it, and then you have to all of a sudden make time for it. Like, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you've got other responsibilities when you're in high school. It's not really a priority, I guess.
Yeah. But like, I agree with that first. I'm not saying that's wrong, but also, I've just seen like people take the same classes I'm taking in college who have taken them in high school. Sure, they were cheaper, but I feel like the workload almost was like triple.
I think it's still worth it, at least in my opinion. But I guess that's kind of a personal thing.
I wish I did it. It would have been really hard for me, but I wish I did it because you're gonna graduate way. I mean, I also took a year break, but
Yeah.
you're gonna graduate before
Yeah,
me.
I think I did a semester in high school. That's pretty nice.
Dang. Well, we're about 40 minutes in. I think this is a good place to stop.
All right.
Thanks for watching or listening or whatever you guys did. And yeah, we will catch you in the next one. See ya. Oh, I can't find the stop button.